Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about the important concept which come under the flower section of angiospermic plant, that is insertion of the floral leaves. Okay, so insertion of the floral leaves or floral whorls is important for classifying the flowers. Okay, it is nothing but the position and arrangement of calyx, corolla and androecium with respect to gynoecium. Okay, so insertion of the floral leaves or floral whorl is nothing but the study of position and arrangement of the all other floral leaves with respect to gynoecium. Okay, so we know that flower have four important parts, that is calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Okay, and in this case I'm going to discuss about how exactly flower get classified on the basis of arrangement of calyx, corolla and androecium when we take gynoecium as a standard. Okay, so if the ovary is in the center of the flower, then we will going to discuss the position of remaining three whorl, that is calyx, corolla and androecium, and on the basis of the position of these three whorl with respect to ovary, the classification of the flower can be done. Okay, so on the basis of insertion of the floral leaves, flower can be classified into three main types. Okay, so first type of the flower on the basis of insertion is hypogyne. Okay, the next type of the insertion is perigyne, and the last type is epigyne. So these are the three different type of floral insertion, okay, which is find in the angiospermic flower. Okay, so first is hypogyne. In this case, the thalamus of the flower become convex and conical shape. Okay, so this is the first characteristic feature of hypogyne, in which thalamus become convex. Okay, suppose this is the flower stem or pedicel, and now if we draw the thalamus, it will become convex and conical, and due to which ovary or gynoecium occupies top position. That means if we draw the ovary now, it will be here on the top of the thalamus. Okay, and we know that ovary is attached with style and stigma. So this is the gynoecium, style, stigma and ovary. So in this case, thalamus become oval, convex and conical shape, and due to which ovary occupies topmost position, while all other floral whorl, that is calyx, that means sepal, corolla, that is petal, and androecium, that is stamen, inserted below the ovary. Okay, so you can find calyx at this position, Okay, calyx means individual member of the calyx is sepal. Then above the calyx, bright color corolla is present. And then you can find stamens, that is androecium. Okay, so this is corolla and stamen. Okay, so we can write all remaining whorl inserted below the ovary. Okay, so such type of arrangement of the whorl is present in hypogyny. Okay, and why we call it as a hypogyny? Hypo means below and gyne is ovary. So ovary below means all other floral whorl will going to present below the ovary. Sometimes students get confused and they think that hypogyny means below ovary, means ovary is below and all other structure are present above the ovary, but it is not the correct thing. Hypo means below and gyne means ovary. In that case, all other structure will present below the ovary. Okay, then the flower which show such type of insertion of the floral leaves are called hypogynous flower. Okay, and example of the plant which show hypogynous flower is brinjal, then mustard, China rose, etc. So brinjal, mustard, China rose are the type of a plant which show hypogynous type of flower. Remember that in this type of flower, ovary is always present above the thalamus. That means ovary occupies superior position. Okay, so ovary is superior in position. So this is all about the hypogyny. Now, in case of perigyny, thalamus become cup shape. Okay, so the structure of the thalamus will going to become cup shape. This is pedicel and thalamus. And now ovary is present at center of the cup. So you can find ovary is at the center of the cup attached to style and stigma. So this is the ovary which is present in this cup. Then all other floral whorl, that is calyx, corolla and androecium, are inserted at the edge of the cup. So you can draw sepals at this point, okay, followed by large petals and stamens. Okay, now we call this arrangement as a perigyny. Peri means around and gyne means ovary. Okay, that is all other floral whorl are present around the ovary. So it is called as perigyny type of arrangement. and the flower which show this type of arrangement is called perigynous flower. Okay, and you can find in this type ovary is present semi inferior or semi superior. Okay, so the position of the ovary is semi inferior. In this case ovary is superior, but now ovary becomes semi inferior, and well known example of this type of plant is rose, then pea plants and bean plants. Okay, so they show perigynous type of arrangement in the flower. The last type of the insertion is epigyny. In this type, thalamus become large and grow upward. Okay, so thalamus become large and grow upward. So this is the large thalamus of this type of flower, pedicel and thalamus. And now where the ovary is present in this case, ovary is present inside the thalamus. Sometimes thalamus get fused with the ovary. So now this is the ovary which is present inside the thalamus now, connected to style and stigma. Okay. The floral whorls like sepals, petal and stamen, means calyx, corolla and androecium, now grow above the ovary or now present above the ovary. You can draw sepals, large petals, and stamens. So all other floral whorl now grow above the ovary. Floral leaves inserted above the ovary. So this type of arrangement is called epigyny. Epi means above and gyne means ovary. All other floral whorls are inserted above the ovary. Okay, and the flower which show this type of arrangement is called epigynous flower. Okay, and the position of the ovary is inferior. Okay, in this case ovary is superior, then in perigynous type ovary is semi-inferior, while in case of epigynous ovary is inferior in position. Okay, and well-known example of this type of flower is present in sunflower, then guava and apple plant. So in this way we study three different type of insertion of the floral leaves which is present in the angiospermic flower. On the basis of arrangement and position of all other leaves with respect to the position of the gynoecium, we can classify the flowers. Okay, so there are three different type of insertion: hypogyny, perigyny and epigyny. In case of hypogyny, thalamus become convex and conical shaped, and due to which ovary is present above the thalamus, it is called as superior ovary. All other floral leaves grow or inserted below the ovary, and well-known example is brinjal, mustard and China rose. Now in case of perigyny, thalamus become cup shaped and the ovary is situated inside the thalamus, sometimes get fused with the thalamus, and all other floral leaves get inserted around the ovary. So it is called as perigynous. Peri means around, gyne means ovary. The flower which show this type of insertion is called perigynous flower, and example is rose, pea and bee pen. Then epigyne means the arrangement in which thalamus become large and grow upward, then it completely engulf the ovary become fused with the thalamus, and all other floral leaves generally inserted above the ovary, so it is called as epigyne. Epi means above, gyne means ovary, and the flower which show this type of arrangement is called epigynous flower, and well known example of epigyne is sunflower, guava plant and apple tree. Thank you.